There's one person in the audience of the stage. Chris, we are live here from Charlotte Motor Speedway, getting ready to go racing. But before we do anything, we've got to qualify. The first car off pit road, the 9 of Connor, defending champion of the D2 Series, Connor. And that is a guy that we'll be watching out for heavily, Chris, especially tonight at Charlotte. You know, he won the last D2 race here at Charlotte earlier on in the season. Think he'll be a big threat tonight.
He could be a big threat tonight, but who I'm looking for mostly in this race, awesome, is the 43 of Nook, who hasn't qualified yet, but Connor's on the speedway right now. But I'm looking for the 43 of Nook getting this win in Charlotte. We have known he's good in Charlotte. We've seen Charlotte in the Cup Series. He finished, I'm pretty sure, third, if I can recall.
Yes, Connor's taking kind of an unconventional approach to qualifying. Up off the bottom, he is running the high side up by the fence. Might have grabbed the fence a little bit off turn 4 to the line. Lap complete for the 9 of Connor. That, of course, top of the charts. He's the only car to touch the track with a 32.363. The
OTF
next driver, that is the 2 of OTF, right in the high side. And correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think OTF to date has a BRL win in either series.
You are correct.
I think.
You're right.
OTF in the wall right there, and that's going to completely knock off his lap, but cross the line, it'll put him in second with a 32.650. Fenty, the next driver on the speedway. And Chris, what do you have to say about Finney and what he looks like he's getting ready to do here?
He's ready to get like a third place finish, it seems like.
Well, I would disagree. I think Finney's my pick to win this race, actually.
Interesting. My pick is Nook, which I told you about. It's been good at Charlotte.
It's been great since Austin, but you know, Finney won at Austin, and that is a track. Wow, and he compliments the lap that puts him top of the charts with a drift. Fenty to the pole with a 31.767.
Okay.
And that was just, I mean, that's what we call beauty. Not only did he set a flyer of a lap, but then he went out there and drifted after the line. That is pole by a considerable margin. The 41 of Reese will be one of 2 cars on the track here, Chris. And what do we see out of Reese, especially after that win in Atlanta?
I don't know. He's been having good speed so far in these races. So you never can know. You can maybe it'll make you win if you know. I'm talking
Reese
about.
just come across the line. He'll put it in P3. Here comes Nook to start his lap. And also, Chris, I hope you know when I stop talking for a moment, that means I'm usually intending on you to pick it up where I'm leaving off.
Okay.
The 43 of Nook, all the way by the fence. He was not giving it even an inch of space. And coming off turn 4, the 43 of Nook, he's got a good run. And that'll put him forward.
Yeah. The 4th position. And here comes racing
qualifying.
He was sending up racing boy on the track. Awesome. Let's see what he can do. I'm pretty sure his first start of the season in this Xfinity cars.
Not just the first start of the season. I think it might be his first start ever here in this server. The 70 of Rack. He's going to take the bottom. No one's been on the bottom during qualifying, and that's exactly why, as he comes off 4 and slams the outside wall.
Not good start to his lap awesome so far. As he gets the green flag fully for his first lap.
Trey. Down the back, the 70 of Rack.
Entering from 3 and 4 now. Cuts the bottom lane. He's going 162. Now he goes to 159. Not really good exit, I will say. Drop down to 159 to the left.
Wow, he goes second quick. That was second quick.
I will take back all what I just said about him.
I'm going to say it. I think the qualifying line here is the bottom, and I think that someone needs to be watching out for their speed off the corner and then running the bottom. Look at Trey. He's taking the same line that Rack was taking. I mean, I don't know. I think there's room to go top of the charts with that line that Rack was taking. We saw it work for him, especially after hitting the wall over there the lap prior, trying to come to the green. His momentum was shot, and he just drove the bottom. Trey's going to get in the fence, maybe just a little bit, but let's see what it gets him. Trey is going to go all the way at the back. Sixth, quick.
Commercial.
All right, fellas. Heading to the first commercial break of the D2 season. We'll be back in a few moments.
Kyle Busch, welcome to Menards. What can I help you with today?
Well, I've got my shopping list right here. I need some green treated lumber. I need a brown Mastercraft door. I need red Clearview cabinets and some blue Dutch Boy paint.
Those are M&Ms.
And?
At Menards, we carry the world's best selection of home improvement products to help you complete your next project.
You've got more of these, right?
It's all gonna fit in your car?
I got a trunk.
Save big money at Menards.
You can get with this, and you can get with that. You can get with this, and you can get with that. You can get with this, and you can get with that. You can get with this, because this is where it's at.
The Eat and Play Combo, only at Dave & Buster's.
Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Reintroduce the Presidente margaritas to a NASCAR audience, but that was pretty complex, so we came up with the catchy line. Ride the Dente, ride the Dente, that's all I wanna do is ride the Dente. Now, is this here country song about Chili's Presidente margaritas just a shameless way to sell Chili's Presidente margaritas? Yup, sure is. Ride the Dente.
Welcome to the edge of racing, where rookies turn fearless and veterans remember why they started. It's raw, aggressive, unpredictable. Out here, nothing's promised, not even next week. On Saturday, it's not about the fame, it's about the fight. These cars don't forgive, and neither do the drivers. Chaos strikes without warning. From small towns to grandstands, America's behind the wheel. Here, losing hits harder. And when they win, it's because...
fucking
It
you
maybe
take
will. It's
time
not
just
gonna
to
be.
see what you put up. I don't think Brunswick will allow that. So
They maybe will change the time and change my pick of the race if
I was
I
gonna
see
say
the
it
time.
will change mine significantly because although I don't think 34 has ever run a D2 race, there's a first time for everything, and if 34 hits the speedway, my pick is very different.
Same with me, also.
You know,
It'll be
I
very
think we
different.
both, when we talk about league racing, 34 is kind of in a league of his own. Here comes Bowman to the green flag. And Chris, what do we think of Bowman?
I don't know. I haven't seen that guy race since forever. I'm being honest. I'm pretty sure his last race, like in row racing, was I think your league awesome.
It's been a long time, Chris. But hey, not too bad. It's not, a great looking lap by any means, but Chris, we saw that lap that Rat was putting down, and it didn't look like much of anything either. Let's just see what it happens to be heading down the front stretch. And Bowman will go dead last.
Uh, returning back to row racing, he puts in last. Yikes. Also, we're hearing from the 34 radio that he's going to do a qualifying lap. But if he doesn't put it on pole, he's saying he's not going to be able to race. He's not going to race. My bad. It's not able to. He's not going to race if he doesn't put on pole position.
Well, that makes sense.
Lorenzo's going to hold on 34 and he's going to let Jaden go.
Jaden's gonna hit the speedway. And you know what? Pickle Chris,
Yeah.
just to let you get the feel for it, I might go get a snack so you can do the commentary here for a minute in BRL.
Don't take. Yeah,
Chris,
just a minute.
Chris, I'll let you know I'm going on mute. I'm not going on deafen, and when I go on deafen, I'm gone forever, dead. But when I'm going on mute, I always come back because I don't need my whole house hearing everything.
You're not like Chunkin. I got you. Don't take too long like Chunkin. All right, since Austin's gone, I'm gonna be commentating for right now. Jaden on the speedway, he has taken his green flag. He's sliding up the track into turn 3 and 4. I mean, turn 1 and 2 into the wall a bit. Won't slow him down. Down back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. 188 is his top speed entering, running that bottom lane off of turn 3 and 4 for the final time. I want to see a good exit for the man. Let's see where he puts it on the grid and qualify P3. Jaden with a good lap. He puts the car into third position. Here comes 34, who hasn't raced a Xfinity car since ever. I don't think he has ran a Xfinity car, and he's going to do a lap, it seems like this time. And I guess he just got kicked right now. Matter of fact, I think he just got kicked right now. So I guess we're not going to be seeing the 34 just running in the race or even doing a lap, which sucks for the man. I was expecting him to race, at least to put him down the lap in qualifying. So I think the stewards were not happy with that. So I don't think he's going to be able to race today or even do a lap in qualifying, which sucks for
drive off down the back.
On the back straightaway, Fanny leading over Racing Blue in the second position, followed by Jada in the third position, entering turn 3 and 4. He's running that middle lane. He's just lifting, honestly. Connor hits the wall in the back.
Daytona already getting up to third. Good run by him. Nook up to fourth, and you said it earlier in the race that Nook was your pick to win this thing. Finney out in front of this race. Here comes Rack down to the bottom.
Oh, Jaden spin in the back. He's racking. He saves it. It looks like contact in the back of Connor. It seems like he turned down on Connor and got himself spun. He saves it. He's just going to be in the last position for right now.
Still putting the pressure on the 54 of Finney. Here comes Rack to the bumper. Rack all over Finney right now down the front stretch.
Rack wants that lead and he wants to take control of this race over Fanny. And anyone who's going to put the pressure on Fanny will be Rack. And here he comes from the inside.
You know, he wants to put the pressure on early. You never know what happens in these races. You're exactly right. And he's just saying, get me out of here. He does not want to ride behind Finney. He does not want to let Daytona get by. Right now, the answer to his question, the answer to all his problems is push, push, push. Fuel is not a concern for him. Making enemies, that's not a concern for him. Right now, the 70 says, let's get gone.
Yes, sir, Austin. He wants to get out of here, wants to take the lead, and wants the position of holding this race off over Fanny, who's going to be charging him for most of this race. So he just wants to get that clean air and pull away from Fanny for right now.
And Chris, I have to say I'm impressed with the 70. He has gotten to the lead. I thought that qualifying lap was a fluke, and I thought the guy would slip back quickly as everybody got settled into the track. It's already 5 laps into this thing, and the 70 has kept the lead. He's actually distanced himself from the 54 Finney. The last time I watched this guy race, he was no more than a bum in IDOT. Now, very, very elite start to this race by the 70.
Yep, and Connor's spinning in the back. He gets contact by OTF. He goes around. He will not save no caution. But OTF makes contact with Connor, and Connor goes for a wild ride on the 18.
And to your point, Connor, the last driver to win here at Charlotte in the D2 series of Brunswick's league last season. I want to say that was during the chase or / playoffs. Myself, Connor, and Josh Cover racing for the lead for a significant portion of that race. Connor came out on top after a late race caution, put him in position to do it, and he capitalized. Look at Finney back at the front of this thing.
Rack in the front straightaway. 3 cars, Reese, Bowman, and OTF. They all save it. The caution will come out, but they were all 3 wrecks and on the front straightaway. And that's our first caution of the day from a 3-car incident on the front straightaway.
Well, that's a big reset for everybody. You know, Chris, we talk about these races, and it's one of those things. The 70, the 54, they've been up there just hammering the needle, clicking laps, and just going through the motions, not really having to fight too hard. Now they're gonna have the 18, the 5, the 39, the 43. Everybody's right back to the bumper under this caution. They've got to get through pit road. They've got to do all the stuff. That is how the pressure comes back on. And that is how guys like Connor come and crack through the pressure. Guys like Connor, they crack
swerving a little bit as Rack Boys is different way.
We've already finished 9 laps of racing here at Charlotte. Very fast going race right now. The 54 Finney got absolutely pummeled into the corner by the 18 and the 5. He's up the track. Daytona goes 3 wide down to the bottom.
What a move from Daytona. Make it 3 wide. He just wants to get to the position and lead this race. He's making no friends today. I won't say enemies yet because he has to wreck the guy, but he wants to get to the front now.
Fenty's making a huge run on the 70 now. I think this crusade might get put to a halt if the 54 can get to him. There's a little bit of contact as we speak, but Finney's up the track. And Finney's, trying to go on a crusade to pass the 70. You know what he hasn't done yet, Chris?
Well, he hasn't done wreck someone yet?
He hasn't passed the 70.
You are correct with that.
And he just slammed the wall off 4.
That's going to lose him a lot of speed, awesome. And guess who's looking for that top 3, awesome, is Nook in the 5th position, trying to pass Trey right now.
Connor still on a nightmare day here at Charlotte. Way back in the pack. Back there was OTF. He is running in 6th. It's a nightmare for Connor right now. And it's starting to really look like it may not be the day he anticipated coming in here and having.
It's probably not today. You never know, awesome. We still have a lot of laps to go. And tell you what, I think there's going to be a little bit of fuel strategy coming into the race. And Connor's good with that fuel strategy.
Fuel strategy is important, Chris, but you also have to keep into effect that one other thing is cautions. They always put a damper on the fuel strategy. And the way these guys are racing, I don't think anybody's afraid to be the cause of a caution right now.
As Rock hits the wall in the front straightaway, he comes Fanny to the inside. He goes, battling for the lead. Entering turn 1 and 2 to the inside, trying to take that lead. No contact yet. Now contact in the corner.
Not letting him come up. He'll get clear. What a move by Rack to hold his ground on the outside.
What a move indeed. He keeps his lane. He doesn't make contact rarely with Fanny. Fanny made the contact with him. And now it's just going to be pulling away. He almost hits the wall. Same with Fanny.
And I will say, turn around further back. Look at that number 5 Dude White's machine of Trey. He has now got no cars on his bumper. If these two get together, the 5 of Trey might blindside both of them.
That is true, but right now also the fuel strategy is Trey has the lead. He probably took, I say 25% while everyone else took 50. So he has the lead fuel by a good margin.
It is a notable margin that he has the least amount of fuel by. Finney and Rack pretty much dead even on fuel. Is talking about Finney, shoves it up the bottom.
Here he comes, bound for the lead as OTF is merging turn 4.
And there was contact down the back. Rack's going to get a little bit further out in front, but the 54 is not having it. Trying to use
the track
this time.
Oh, he puts him on the wall this time, awesome.
Finney's going to get through, probably get the lead right here, but I wouldn't be surprised if Rack put it back on him. Rack hit the brakes. That was a heads-up move, but at this point, I think he surrendered the lead. He's going to have to give some of that contact right back to Finney.
Yes, sir. He's probably going to put back the contact to him after he got walled by him to get the lead. He's probably not happy with him, and he's in the wall again. This time he just puts himself in the wall, not putting anyone else into the wall this time.
That times by Trey. Like I said, the game's still coming. Trey is gaining. I think the 54 might start to get away here, though. I think that Rack. Run by Rack. Whoa! Finney hits the wall a ton right there. And the 70's right back on him. There is big contact off 4.
Fanny's not giving up this lead without a battle, even hitting the wall. He's not gonna give up this lead.
Look at this. They're hitting the wall and losing time and still gaining on the 5 of Trey.
Mister, do you ever think that Trey's trying to fuel save right now?
I don't understand why you would try and fuel save it. The track, the way that these Xfinity cars are, fuel saving just isn't a very efficient strategy, as Finney has just gotten airborne off the wall.
Oh no, Rocky on the front straightaway. Contact with Daytona. He saves it.
And that was a hard-fought battle they had right there. I think right now, though, it's going to be one that's over.
For now, as OTS has wrecked on the front straightaway, while Fanny is leading this race and starting to pull away from Rack. Entering turn 3 and 4 right now.
Yeah, that was kind of the way I expected this race to go. You saw him pick up the pace a significant amount. What I will say, though, Rack is not exactly just let him cruise to all the time he wants. He's still trying to match those lap times and get right in there with Finney, but I just don't know how much longer the 70 is going to be able to stay with him.
I don't know. It's not looking likely he's going to be staying with him because right now, Fanny's pulling away, but he is catching him right now.
Yeah, the backstretch for him was one of pretty big success. Finney's going to migrate down to the bottom. That was one of the places he seemed to gain on Rack was when he went over in 3 and 4. And that's what I'm talking about, Chris. When he went to the bottom in 3 and 4, it seemed like he conceded some time to Rack by acknowledging his line was better. Rack's been on the bottom the whole race. He knows how to run the bottom. Finney migrating down there may not exactly have the throttles just right yet.
You never know. Fanny could try to copy his line, but I don't think he's going to run the bottom as good as Rack has been doing so far this race. I feel like Fanny's line is the bottom, but more the middle line.
And there it is. Finney just put an absolute silencer on anybody trying to watch him gain back on the 54. Rack just got absolutely gapped. It was about 2/10 that lap by Finney, and I think this is what I was expecting Finney to do the whole race.
You may be right. And remember also, this is your pick to win the race. And he's doing it very good for right now. He's showing that you're not an idiot for not picking him.
Right now, he's put everybody kind of back in the dust.
And he's trying to the haters right now, too.
It was a good hit, sizable hit for the 54 on the wall, though. Still didn't lose him much momentum, but it was, kind of noticeable. And I think he's found some newfound grip over on the bottom in 3 and 4. That's actually picked his lap times back up to where Rack wasn't able to match him. That lap, he did hit the wall, and I do think that time he conceded was because of that.
Maybe it was because of that, awesome. But right now, we're about to have the pit strategy open with Trey probably coming in like 2 laps.
Daytona and Nook back there, they're still slugging it. Those 3 of Trey, Nook, and Daytona just slugging it out. Neither one of them can figure out which one the fastest car is.
And Austin, speaking of pit strategy, Connor is pitted right now as we speak. He's off of pit road now.
That's an early pit stop window to be opening up. I'm not sure why Connor came that early. I'm not sure if maybe he had something going on. We have another person that's on the apron back there. OTF is in pit road and Reese is merging. OTF coming out of pit road right here. He'll be lapped significant margins.
For now. Now he will be lapped, but you never know. You could try to make some time with pitting early if I don't seal it.
And I do want to point out that Rack and Finney, the whole way through, have pretty much matched one another on fuel. Now they'll both come to pit road.
Here comes the whole top 3, awesome. Actually, the whole field is basically coming in. Top 5 is all in right now.
That was a big, big moment heading into pit road. The 70 gained a sizable amount on Finney.
And for now, Jaden will lead this race, followed by guess who? Awesome, our friend Bowman in second place.
Here comes the 70 right out of his stall. Finney's going to be out, maybe further ahead of him, but it's not by much. Those gains that he got on entrance are going to look pretty good on the racetrack, I think.
And they will.
Finney was very conservative on how he did that. There's OTF. He'll be almost the lap traffic at this point.
Here comes Bowman coming into pit road now from the lead.
And that'll hand it back to Finney. Right now, I do think Finney was able to expand his gap. I thought he was going to lose some. Something happened on pit road. That
on road.
Time.
Might have been awesome. Never know.
Still out there, Chris.
Who's out there awesome?
Jaden, that 22 car. He's got enough to go a couple more laps as well, Chris. I don't think he's as fast as Finney, nor do I think he'll be able to keep up with Finney. So this is a good strategy by him. You know, get out there, go long, see if it maybe starts to boil down to fuel mileage, what you can make happen. Chris just left the VC. He's joining back. There it is.
Had issues with that technical issue. But we're back.
The two, what you're noticing is the time he's conceding, to me at least, isn't worth, or it is worth, you know, maybe the possibility of these extra laps of fuel being worth something, you know?
And he's into pit road right now as we speak. Jaden's in off.
And he'll take one of the early boxes. That's something in row racing I normally discourage, and I'm going to do the same here. He had enough gas to get to the end of pit road. He's going to have 20% more gas than anybody in the field, basically. But that comes at the price of, you know, bleeding probably a second and a half to Finney and everybody else. He probably bled a good bit of time trying to save that much. But Chris, you know what the thing about having 20% more gas is? You can have 20% more gas, and that second and a half, if you manage to save 20% on multiple runs, Chris, then that's going to turn into, you know, 40 to 60%. That could cut him a pit stop, and you're bleeding 4 seconds at the expense of everyone else having to bleed 30 seconds.
You are right with that, awesome. He could do the 34 strategy in another league, which was your league. Cut a whole pit stop off at Charlotte. But it was the cup course this time, which is more hard, I will argue, to save fuel. Actually, no, that's a lie. My bad. I'm being sleepy chill. The mini cars are more hard to save fuel. He's done a pretty good job with that, honestly.
Yeah. Kind of flashbacks to the strategy that I pioneered with Mellon at Darlington, to where you were able to pit, you're able to cut 10 extra laps on a run, maybe even 12 extra laps, knock a whole pit stop out of a race. There's lap traffic now becoming an issue for Finney. He's going to have to lap OTF and now Jaden. And that would be the one thing you don't want to do while trying to keep your gas high, is bleed a lap to the 54.
But I feel like you can bleed a lap. It's just not too much time. Because you've seen Awesome, he was leading still. Haven't pitted yet, and now he's going to be a lap down. But I think he could be a lap down. It's just not bleed too much time to make sure that it's not even worth to do.
I'm going to say, I think he could cut a whole pit stop and still wouldn't win this race the way that Finney's just lapping so much better than him right now.
Mm-hmm. You are right with that. As we're going to go Awesome now to see through the field as Fanny's leading this race, followed by Racing Boy. Awesome. Guess who's in third position? You won't guess it.
It's Daytona.
awesome. Were you expecting Daytona to be on your bingo cards for a top 3 even?
Top 3? That top 3 is achievable. We have a spinner. It's OTF into the outside wall. He'll get it safe. He'll merge back into traffic between Nook and Daytona. Right in front of the 18 actually is where OTF started to spin. And now you're looking at Daytona, who's in clean air. See what he's got. Speaking of what he's got, Rack has started to chop the gap back down.
I feel like he started to pick up the pace again to Fanti over here. Put up that battle back.
But I'm not sure if Finney's backed it down or if Rack has ramped it up. You know, that's the thing that you have to think about is this Rack going and... Oh, he hit the wall!
Oh, he ran it!
He's spinning down the front stretch from second place. Rack's momentum destroyed. Merging back up in the air again. He'll lose his spot to Daytona, and that will completely kill the great day.
Oh, shit, Rack in turn 2 awesome as we speak right now.
OTF comes back up the track. There's no cars around him.
It seems like Rack will be able to merge from the stewards awesome. They're going to allow him to merge back to his position.
That is, I'm going to say it, that's horse crap. The guy wrecked himself.
Oh, I don't know what the stewards are thinking there, but with us awesome, we're not happy with that as a commentator. That's watching this race, trying to see Simon everyone's going on.
Oh, wow, he almost LePage's Finney.
That would have been bad, awesome. He probably would have gotten a lap down fully.
Lap down, Chris? He would have gotten suspended from the race, most likely.
You might be right with that, but he's going to lose a lot of time now.
Yeah.
And Jaden's going to make him lose more time putting him on the apron. He's going to be merging basically behind, well, not behind.
Anyway.
No, he is. He's going to be merged behind Daytona.
He's going to be back where he was anyways.
It didn't matter. Awesome. He didn't merge back to his full position. But he did merge.
And lost time from it, basically.
Yikes.
He gained, look at Daytona, gained half a second on race leader Finney that lap.
Do we see a Mickey win from Daytona? Awesome. Most likely.
I mean, it could be in the cards. Look at where Finney is right now. And look at where everyone else is on gas. Now, I don't know who all can hear this. So, but I don't care.
And awesome, we have lost the guy.
We lost Rack. He left the race after that.
Wow.
His incident with the outside wall, he had to leave the race. I don't know if his game crashed or if he crashed, but you know. I want to say Daytona's still cutting into the lead for Finney.
As Connor's spinning right now.
Let's see what it looks like. There's another almost 2/10 off of Finney's lead. And right now, can I just say it? Daytona is riding Jaden's draft up to Finney. Now he's going to move him. Oh,
and he ran from Jaden. He ran from Jaden before the wall finishes this now.
We have a caution.
And awesome, that's going to put multiple guys to lap down, especially Connor. The 9 Machine's a lap down.
That's going to save Connor, wouldn't it?
No, because Jaden is going to get the free pass while Connor's going to be stuck a lap down.
Oh my goodness. He could take the wave around, I assume, but do you want to give up a pit stop to take the wave around?
I don't know if I was Connor, I would pay anyways, but if you have to get your lap back, I mean, it's just worth it to be on the lead lap than being lapped down. Awesome.
Well, man, think about this. If you're a lap car, what if you stay out? What if you you stay out, take the wave around, then pit on the next, and then you pit under green, maybe that would be your last stop, and you wouldn't, and you would end up just finishing wherever you were anyways.
Oh, you never know. But Jaden will get the free pass most likely. As Connor is gonna be stuck a lap down. I'm pretty sure the only car a lap down this race.
Connor and there's a couple others, I believe OTF, who just left. Dang. Is Bowman alive?
Jaden and Go TF a lap down, but Jaden is on the free pass now. He's on Connor.
I believe the only cars lap down would be Connor and I think Connor Reese and Bowman should be all lapped, correct?
I don't know with Reese or Bowman. I'm pretty sure Bowman is on the lead lap. I'm not pretty sure. I didn't confirm that with Stewart's.
Let us know up on the top of the screen what's going on with lap traffic.
Yeah, and also we have news. Stewart's Awesome of Brunswick has banned OTF from the league and the race.
Well, that checks out.
Probably did something to piss off the Stewarts. Make them get banned.
If it would appear the Rack is back.
He's back in the race? Probably just had an issue then.
Yeah, I believe it was just an issue. No,
he's gonna be on the lead lap. He's gonna start in the back though. He's just gonna be on the lead lap though. He's gonna be fine. Stewards, if you hear us in the booth, what is the situation with the lap cars? Who's on the lead lap and who's not? If you can hear it. The steward said Connor is on the lead lap. What about Reese and Bowman? And next week we'll be leaving you alone before the green flag, stewards.
All right. Well, Chris, pit strategy and all that is gone. Time to get back to racing. Probably one more stop in this race. We're back underway.
Green flag, Jaden in the grass. He comes back on track. Almost Gale's rack off the restart.
Finney has pressure from Daytona. Daytona hasn't been in a position to give the pressure very much today. This is his chance. Got to run down the back.
And we have news, Austin. Jaden's still a lap down, which is weird. He should have been the free pass, but I guess not.
Penalty, Chris.
What?
Maybe that's a penalty.
You might be right. But I don't think he's done anything really in this race. Deserved it that.
There's contact. Finney's gonna hold the lead.
Oh, missed him. Now we know why. It's because he caused the wreck with Daytona. But awesome. Tell me if I'm wrong, but didn't Daytona clear himself?
I would, I'm on your side with that. I think the 22 should definitely be on the lead lap. I think Daytona caused the Daytona wreck, or else it wouldn't be called the Daytona wreck.
He might be right with that, but I'm pretty sure he did clear himself from second place. So.
Here comes that 18 all the way back to the bumper of Finney. He hadn't been in that pressure to put on the press. I mean, there he goes, a big send on Finney.
Yeah, that's an interesting call from the stewards.
Daytona
also,
first lap of the day at Charlotte.
And also, guess who's sneaking into the battle of the lead? It's Nook!
Earlier, it's Diddy Nook.
Nook wants the pressure for the lead now. As Daytona's not letting Finney go. Finney in the wall.
These guys are giving it their all. The 18's going to get clear now. Here comes Nook to the bottom.
Final up, Daytona goes slow. 3 wide.
He'll get the lead from this. He gets them both. Here comes Rack back to P4 and maybe get a chance to put the pressure back on.
And awesome, guess who's in P5? It's Connor for the first time today in the top 5.
Big shows from Finney. He is not waiting around anymore. Everybody's got the elbows out, and it's time for him to pull it out too.
Diddy will clear. My bad, Nuck will clear. I maybe slipped a little bit with Diddy, but he's instantly. Here comes Daytona. Both of them in the wall. Hard in the wall, both of them. Hard hit.
Nook throw a big block. They did not. Oh,
And he does. He racks himself from the lead. He makes Logano block. Back on the track. Oh, hard. He gets Bowman and Jaden. Jaden racking. It's only one car, though. But the caution will come out anyways.
Oh my goodness! Nook had the lead in the next heat, didn't he? Will be the cause of the caution here at Charlotte.
Wow, he clears himself awesome. He just
Wow! How did that even get? How did that happen? That happened so fast. I couldn't tell you. It just looks like Nook goes down the block, then the 54 comes up.
commercial break off.
And then he's
Commercial.
gone. Wow. That is
Commercial.
fucking stupid.
Welcome to the edge of racing, where rookies turn fearless and veterans remember why they started. It's raw, aggressive, unpredictable. Out here, nothing's promised, not even next week. On Saturday, it's not about the fame, it's about the fight. These cars don't forgive, and neither do the drivers. Chaos strikes without warning. From small towns to grandstands, America's behind the wheel. Here, losing hits harder. And when they win, it's because they risked everything to get there. The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Pure, raw racing. Only on the CW.
And Mr. We are back from commercial break.
Look at this. Connor and Rack. Those are the boys that are going to get it done off the pits.
But yeah, before we went to commercial break, awesome. What were you saying?
I was just talking about how fast that all happens. Looks like the 54 gets the run from hitting the wall, which if I'm if I'm Nook, I'm probably frustrated with the fact that they both just hit the wall and got a run, like didn't even punish them or anything. It's kind of stupid in my opinion. But Nook just comes up, tries to block the advance that Finney got from hitting the wall. It's making me mad because I feel like in my position I'd be absolutely angry at Finney.
I'd be angry at Daytona too, but Daytona is AFK right now, and awesome. Guess who's back on the lead lap? It's Jaden.
Back underway. Here we go. The 70 of Rat with 15 laps to go is gonna have to, or is that's not 15, that's 25.
Oh man, you slipping now.
15. It is 15. I'm not an idiot.
You're not Sleepy Joe with your map today?
I thought I was Sleepy Joe, Chris. That's why. Okay.
My bad, not Sleepy Joe. Brunswick. I'm sorry, Brunswick, but I had to just say it. I had a little bit of fun here in the booth, if you know.
Connor, we said it earlier. He has so many laps to get back to the front. And guess where he is? He's in second with a run on the 70. He wants the lead here at Charlotte. Finney went very conservative with gas. You know what he didn't do? He didn't keep track position. He didn't keep that track position. And that is how you bleed races sometimes. Ask Christopher Bell. Ask Denny Hamlin. Ask those guys about what happens when you bleed track position late in a race, and they'll tell you, just like it is, you sometimes can't get it back.
That is correct, Austin. But guess who's coming back through the field after wrecking? It's Nuck, who's coming for that third position on Fanny. He's going to be helping Fanny for right now.
I don't know if I'd call that help. I would call that battling. He's got Bowman as well. What about Bowman, Chris? Oh,
I don't know. Also, it's been a while since Roman is getting talked about since the pitch strategy. So it's gonna be interesting.
The last time we were talking about Bowman was when we were debating whether or not he was even lapped. Now we're watching him race for the top 5. Here comes Connor to the bottom for the lead. Connor to the point. He has control, and out in front, the 9 finds a way. Pushing and shoving through traffic wasn't working. He called the aggressive strategy, and back to 10 to go. Caution! The
Caution is out. Awesome. The caution is out because it's for, not for Bengal. I don't know why I'm saying Bengal, but it's for Bowman and Jaden that seem wrecking in the back, and it's gonna be a quickie yellow. Awesome. So, and they're wrecking under caution. Daytona's back on the track. They're wrecking again. I don't think we're going green this time. Yep, seriously. Look, delay. They're going this time, and we'll call it off for now and make it green next time. As Reese pitched. Interesting.
Yeah, the caution. Where does this all start at?
Pretty
sure Bowman came down off the. Yeah, he came down on Nook, and that is what the cause of the caution is. Bowman comes down, him and Nook make contact, and that brings out a monumental caution for someone like Finchy, who knows he has the speed to get back to the front. You know who didn't want to see that? The 70 of Rack and the 9 of Connor, who just got themselves track position. Green this time. It'll be 9 to go, Chris. I don't know what to tell you.
We know that field strategy's out the window probably if we don't have like 2 overtimes. I would say. So I'll say fuel windows out the window, and it's just gonna be racing from here now, Austin, to see who gets this win on speed. Green flag, and Fanny jumps the star. He's backing it down now. He's left the out probably stole it.
What he had going there, because now he's going to drop back. He'll be 4th at best. Rack, Nook, contact. That's going to hurt Finn as well. He's up the track with Bowman getting a window open on the bottom.
If I was Nick right now, I wouldn't be mad. I would be mad at Rack right now.
By the way, if I'm the crew chief on that 9 car.
You're right about that, but if I was Nick, I'd probably be mad at Rack right now for slowing the whole top 4 up with himself and letting Connor pull away for Ryan now and entering turn 1 and 2.
The 45 and the 54 shove it in there. The 70 into the wall. Everybody making contact. 4 wide down the back.
4 wide they go. Rack will go to last place now after hitting the wall in turn 2. Comes Bowen. Bowen just sent out the way.
And guess who's back to second with a chance to do exactly what he was doing earlier? The 18 of Daytona tried to put the pressure on with
Rack in the back. It's Rack and Jaden. Rack will not save it this time. Caution. No, they save it. That should not be a caution. What is that call from Stewart?
I'm just going to go ahead and say it. That is exactly what Connor, he had prayed wasn't going to happen. That was a position he could not find himself in. He knows now that Nook, Finney, Bowman, and Daytona are going to have him right where they want him. And now they're going to eat him.
And here you go, green flag. Fanny jumps the start again. Fancy jumps the starts again.
That's already twice he jumped. Atrocious.
And Daytona will rack him. He gets the top with him. They're racking.
And I can't believe what I've just watched. Finney, he was in 4th, grabbed the start.
Connor Logano busts for the lead. He clears himself. Racking from the He takes out Nook with him.
The garbage. Here comes Bowman to second.
And there they go. This time they're going to be racking. They all save it. That's not a caution again. That's twice the stewards have called the caution way too early.
Chris, I can't believe what I'm seeing. The 70 is going to be leading Nook and Bowman.
Wow.
Two drivers that could pull off what tonight could be a monumental upset.
If I was Connor right now, I just wonder what was that intention for. He just Logano blocked himself out the lead. He could have just continued fighting Nook, but he's probably feeling from the last caution that shouldn't have been the caution, so maybe that's why you made the move already.
Hey Chris, cautions breed cautions. They say it in NASCAR. We're watching it here. That one bred the Connor caution. Now coming back to 4 to go. I wouldn't be surprised to see another Rack, Nook, Bowman. Who's going to finish the deal at Charlotte?
Green flag. Bowman jumps to start. Fanny jumps to start. Connor jumps to start. 3 cars jumping to start. Bowman left. He gets Daytona involved.
Rack is away with the lead, but right now he's got a lot of pressure behind him. Nook and Connor into the wall together. But this right here could be the moment that Rack's been looking for. He's able to drive away with 3 cars battling behind him.
Yes, sir. Awesome. 3 cars battling behind them. Fanny and Connor jumped the restart. That's already 3 times Fanny has jumped the restart in a row to get positions, and the stewards haven't done nothing about it so far.
Boy, here comes Finney. Back up the bottom. Wants to lead the charge to win this race. I don't think Nook can bleed that spot. He may not see him again today. He's coming back to 2 to go. This is what Rack wants. He knows they're going to battle behind him. Rack driving away with what could be his first career win. He's got to hold on for 2 laps. Finney trying to take it from the pole.
2 go, awesome. Coming back to the white flag in this race. Rack just trying to see not the yellow flag, just the white flag. But they're wrecking in the back. 2 cars. Daytona around. And the caution's going to come out. And awesome. I'm pretty sure I just caused the caution with the jinx.
Oh my goodness. Now we have to re-rack them and do it again.
Oh my God. I'm pretty sure they went 3 wide in the back and just, there's not enough room, and Daytona just went around taking Bowman too.
Here.
They're going green and awesome. This can bring back the field strategy.
Find out now. Here in BRL overtime, into the M&M's restart zone. Finn with a huge jump. Everybody jumping, and we're underway.
Fanny has jumped.
The field just jumped right there.
Everyone jumps except for the leader this time. But Fanny has jumped.
Nook, I believe. I don't think Nook jumped
that time, except for the leader.
The 70th Rack's got to get 2 more flags. The white and the checkers. Banging doors behind him. Finney punches a hole, but he's also going to punch his ticket into the wall. White
He's
flag.
going right corner, around this corner.
1 lap to go here from Charlotte.
If I was Connor right now,
banging doors up the track. Into the wall. Here comes Daytona. Into the wall, down the back for the final time. Will Finney make contact? Daytona gets the second. Who's going to get to the line first? Huge sin from Daytona. And on the bottom, the 18. He gets through it, and he's going to do it. Daytona and the 18's going to win in Charlotte as they crash behind.
Oh, my goodness. Rack just awesome. I was just awesome. I was just watching Rack's car. He was hard on the brakes. He knew Daytona was going to punt out the way. And who can Daytona congratulate for him to give that win to him? It's Fanny. Fanny just full sent the corner to give Daytona that big boost and shove him out the way. And if I'm anyone right now, especially Rack and Connor, I will be pissed at Fanny. He just caused so many incidents with that 2 go. racking Connor into Nook, and now just racking Rack from the lead and giving Daytona that win.
And Chris, when was the last time that Daytona got a win in BRL?
If you're asking me, I can't even tell you the last time he has won here.
I'm going to go ahead and stop you. I don't think he ever has.
Oh, this is career win number 1. First of all, in the Xfinity season, and first of all, in the server, in the league. Daytona will win this race. And also, do you think we're going to interview him for the first time winning here in BRL? Possibility.
I don't know if that was his first win, but I am looking through all the Brunswick history, and I don't see any messages mentioning him in a win channel. That was one of the most exciting ways to score your first career win that I've ever seen, Chris. He just drove through it. Those cautions, bred the cautions, and he was there at the right time.
He did it awesome. He did what he could. He did everything right. He played the strategy. He didn't play as the evil man, as Fanny did. But the only guy you can congratulate him for this win and basically giving him it is Fanny. Fanny gave him that win straight up to him. I mean, Fanny tried to do a move. He maybe just sent the full corner.
Hello, everyone.
And we got the winner, awesome. We have called up the winner, Daytona. Welcome to Victory Lane in Brunswick League for the first time in like ever.
Brunswick, have you Daytona, have you ever won in BRL before that?
No, sir.
Oh my goodness!
I've been in this league since day one, and I have not won a single race until now.
They said it like Bubba Wallace last season. He told him his winless streak was 100 races. He corrected them. 0. Daytona, winner at Charlotte. Gotta ask you, what was the mindset on that last lap? You were running in third, taking the white. What was the mindset going down into 1 and 2 and heading into 3 and 4?
See, in 1 and 2, I see that Fenty and I don't know who that is. I think it's Braxton. Were battling for the lead. So it's the last lap. I gotta do anything. 1 and 2, I hit my marks perfectly. Go to the outside of Fenty off of 2. He gets a horrible exit. I use that straight line speed to pass Fenty, squeeze the gap. I got a bump from Fenty into 3, or in the middle of 3, which made me put Braxton in the wall, and then it's the rest is history.
Rest is history. That is exactly right. And I gotta ask, dealing with the winless streak, what's made you want to come back and keep racing when you've been here since day one with nothing to show?
I wouldn't say nothing to show, but I don't know. I have no clue. I just like racing this league. I like everybody in it. So, well, except for one person. But like, we don't talk about that person. They're not here anymore. Who said that?
I believe the person he's mentioned here is Wreckfest.
Yep.
Now, I guess the other thing I need to ask you, Daytona, at this point, what's the next step? You got the win in a way that it almost reminds me of when Connor got his first win at Sonoma back in season 1. At this point now, you've notched it off. The pressure, the monkey's off your back at this point. What's the next step? Is it championship? Is it win another race? Where do we go?
Another race.
Win another race. Very simple.
I'm up there most of the time. Got horrible luck, horrible restarts.
Since we're about to end this interview, let me ask Daytona one more question. Daytona, you got your first win. You have been in like bound for wins in the Cup Series, in the Truck Series. What is your next mindset? Like, which series do you think you go try to battle and win? Like any track, any season. What is your next goal, and what are you ready for your next challenge since you won your first race here at Charlotte?
When
I guess let me clarify what I think Chris is trying to say is what track and series do you have circled to do it next in?
Hold on, I have to look at the schedule. It would be. Hold on. Brunswick doesn't put his stuff on Discord. He puts in the doc. Kentucky. I mean, I'm pretty good at Kentucky. You can ask Nook or Connor. Earlier today, we were doing some practice, and I had the fastest lap.
And hey, it doesn't require the fastest car, it just requires the first one.
Yep.
All right, I think Pickle Chris said that was going to be our last interview question. So,
Yep.
Chris, let me turn it over to you. And my phone's about to die, so I need to turn it over to you.
You can turn it over for me next to interview P2 awesome.
That is new.
In P2 position. All right, we will let you go, Daytona. You can celebrate with your crew, with anyone really, for your first victory.
I'm so lonely.
BRL
I'm
Series.
so lonely.
All right, Diddy, come up here now. We're gonna be interviewing you next, since you have finished P2 in this race at Charlotte. Diddy. Diddy, you got us?
Yep, I got you.
Diddy, you fought your way. You've been battling, lady. You've been battling for last. You've been battling for the mid pack. You've just been battling mostly for the win. How you feel finishing this P2 after just a chaotic, like 2 weeks at the end of the race?
If anything, I find it more heartbreaking than good because as you see, my past results in the last 3 BRL Cup races, it was either a P2 or P3. It's another P2. We've been so close multiple times. I like to thank SMS for the car they give me. And it's unfortunate and heartbreaking that I had to come up runner up again.
It does suck with that, but I also have another question for you. What is your thoughts with Fanny putting Connor into the wall and wrecking Connor on that 2 ago final restart, coming back to the white flag?
As dumb as it was, I wasn't that mad about it because Fenty was a good car all day. If he was running in the back and he done that to me, I would have been mad. He did just send the corner and then punted Connor into me for no reason. If he wanted to get Connor, he could have got him when he was by himself and not when a car was on his outside. Made him chop my nose off, and I ended up getting P2 out of it, so I can't really be mad about it.
It's one of those
You finish up runner again, and do you think you will have another chance of winning in your mindset right now?
Let's hope that it goes that way. Confident for Kentucky tomorrow. Ran the second fastest lap when I was practicing with Connor Daytona and OTF. So hopefully that time pays off in the race tomorrow, and maybe we can get our first win for SMS as the driver of the number 4 machine.
Well, before I let you go, Austin, you have any last questions, last minute questions for Diddy before we let him go?
I guess let me ask you, Nook, and I need to preface it to you like this. Nook, the way that just happened, you look at the finish and the way that you ended up making out of it as a net good, a finishing second, a net good. You finished second, you lived up to the expectations that Chris put up there for you, got the result, got the points in the contention for the title, or do you look at it as a net negative? We were one spot off. Do you look at it as we gained two spots in the last lap, or we were one spot off at the end?
I look at it both ways. I look at it as a good, I'm in contention for the championship, and I look at it as in the bad way, as I have to fully send it in there in frustration. And I got P2 because the field started wrecking in front of me, but I had to just throw the car in there Mama once told me, just pedal to the metal, and that's exactly what we did for the P2 spot here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Well, look, I think Chris saying now we're gonna have to let you go, and that means that it's time now, as Brunswick's instructed me, to let you know that tomorrow night we'll pick up where we left off here in Charlotte with another race, this time over in Cup Series. Tomorrow night over in the Cup Series at Kentucky, 7:30 or 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That means it'll be, correct me if I'm wrong, that's 6 p.m. Central Time.
Central Time, you are correct with that.
I think it's 6 p.m. Central Time. And then I know there's Mountain Time and Pacific Time. 6:50 pre-race starting at 6. Like I said, 6:50 is when the pre-race starts. Myself, maybe even Chris will be here. I don't think Chris will be joining us again tomorrow night unless he's got something to tell us about his state in the Cup Series. But you never know. Chris might have had some fun tonight and decided that his priorities have changed.
I may take in consideration. It's just I'm still not confirmed to maybe race tomorrow night. Maybe commentate. It's more in the side of commentating. The reason why I'm not going to disclose it, but I keep it to myself for now. But it's a maybe awesome. I would say I had fun in the booth commentating with you, seeing the action, the overtimes. I enjoyed my time here, having some fun, laughing around, which was a good experience to be in the booth finally again.
And trust me, we have enjoyed having you here as well. So we'll see you tomorrow night. At least in the pre-race, we'll be seeing Pickle Chris, if not the whole race. You know, Chris, talking about him, that's your Talladega winner. And, you know, Chris just picked up that big win, that monumental win. You never know if maybe it's time for him to, you never know if it's time for him to go on a run or if it's time for him to recognize where his losses need to be cut and say, man, that was a good win to end off on. I don't know. You'll never know with this league. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in one night. So Chris, what do you got to say about all this?
I don't know. What I gotta say is I enjoyed my time here. Honestly, I would consider doing it again, maybe for a track race this time. You never know, but it's just a good experience. And honestly, I'm just prepared, ready for the Cup race if I would be able to race there.
All right, well, fellas, me and Chris gonna sign off for the night. Tomorrow night, 6:50, you'll see myself and the boys up here in the booth again, qualifying and racing from Kentucky. We'll see you guys tomorrow night